I'm Amber, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing the Monopoly board as a house in The Sims. It's kind of a silly, funny build. It's not meant to be like taken too seriously. It's just a silly build, but I'm excited for this. It's going to be fun and cute. Also, I pre-record by about a month on my videos. So in a lot of my videos, you'll probably hear me say, oh, I'm hoping to hit 200 subscribers by the end of February. I already hit 500 and it's only the 7th of February, so thank you. Also, I have a Care Bears jumper on. Let's get right into the video. So, it's literally just the classic Monopoly board in The Sims. Also, if my hair looks weird, I just cut my fringe, so my fringe is all wet, so that's why. I started off just making like a big square, and I put a pool in the middle to be the red Monopoly logo down the middle. But when I tried to divide up the sides into the sections of like the Monopoly board, it didn't work out evenly, so I had to redo that whole bit. But in the end it worked out fine. It was just a little bit annoying. But you can see here I was making that Monopoly board in the middle, and making the Monopoly logo in the middle as a red swimming pool. The house is entirely functional, and I tried to make it like a mansion because I thought it goes with the theme of Monopoly being like overly rich. So I made the whole thing into this like extravagant mansion where they have just too much money. It ended up only being 3 bedrooms because I wanted to include loads of like a cinema room, a craft room, a painting room, like all different rooms, so it felt kind of like a mansion. And it actually, I think it ended up costing over 300,000 simoleons, so it really is a mansion. It doesn't even sound like a word anymore, I've said it too much. But here you can see I've redone the layout so that the tiles around the edge are evenly spaced. I considered not bothering, and I'm so glad I did because it looks better that way. And the red pool in the middle really like ties the whole look together, but obviously as I build it you'll see even more. It just kind of comes together and it looks like the board. So here I'm using the Spa Day flooring and walls a lot because there's a lot of good, very plain, shiny looking colour swatches. Other than brown, I think it was pretty much all the colours I needed. So I laid that out in all the rooms to do the colours where the different colours are on the board. And then every single room had a colour scheme matching the colour in that room, if that makes sense. You'll see it. So that when you look at it from above, it just looks like the board. I did roof this in the end. I wasn't sure if I should or not, but I put glass roofs, which were kind of annoying, but I put a glass roof just to make it at least like mildly realistic, and still from the bird's eye view it looks like that board, rather than doing maybe like coloured roof tiles or something. I thought that was the best way to go with that. So onto one of the living rooms, because there are many, and this is one of the brown squares. So they're not really squares, but you know, so everything in it has to be brown. I've sped this video up a lot quicker than my videos usually are. Usually I speed it up like 12 times speed. This is I think 18 times because it took me so long to build this, like a ridiculously long amount of time to build this, and so I had to speed it up a lot. I think it took like 7 hours, which is really stupid. I don't know why it would take me that long, but it did. And so here you can see I'm doing like a greeny blue theme in this room because it's just the Go one, so it's the game board colour. Something I kind of regret and wish I had changed. I wish the entrance to the house was on the Go, like where, you know, where Go is on the board. I think that would be really, like, it would just tie in and work well. I also wish maybe I had done themed rooms, so like the jail could be like jail themed. I don't know, I just think that would be fun, but I wanted to just make it like a fun functional house because it's already silly enough as it is. So we've got a living room with a telly, a living room with a fireplace, and a library room. They all kind of come off this like central courtyard, which is the main middle of the board, which is open and outdoors, so you have to go like outdoors between all the rooms, otherwise you'd just be walking around in a circle. It would get silly. So you've got this living room, you've got another living room, like a snug, and then you've got a library. The next I was going for the kitchen. A brown colour scheme worked out quite nicely for a kitchen. So kitchen. I tried to go for like a mildly mid-century look for the whole house, just to keep at least some kind of semblance of theme in this house, but it didn't necessarily work out. But it's still, I tried to make it a little bit stylized. This jumper's so cozy, by the way. I love it. It's from H&M, but I got it for Christmas. I love it. I have the Bambi version as well, which is blue. And then I realised I hadn't really added windows into a lot of these rooms. So at one point I go back and I add windows into some of the rooms. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or not, if it kind of took away from the board look. But again, I want it to be a decent, functional house, so it had to look somewhat like a house. And then coming off of the kitchen, you go into this bar room, and then it splits off to dining room and kitchen. So you got the bar room here. It's very, you know, grown up and sleek, whereas later on you'll see like a party room, which is completely separate. So this is like the grown-ups bar room. I don't know, it's just a mansion-y thing. I struggled to find a table that worked with the colour scheme of this room, so I ended up going with this Christmassy one, which it looks kind of odd. I wish we had just some more plain coloured swatches of tables. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm severely allergic to cats, and there's one right there, and I've been carrying her around and there's just hair all over my jumper. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you can see the dining room kind of coming together now. I put a rug down as well, just to break up that bright green blue-ish floor, because that was a bit much. Now onto this blue square. Not really a square, but I'm going to call them squares or tiles because it just makes sense. And I decided to do this one as a little office. So I put a couple different desks in here, just like a little family office. Like maybe they don't really use it that much, I don't know. They're rich, they got so many rooms. They probably, if you played in this, you probably would barely touch half the rooms because there's just so many. And that's the thing that's kind of weird about it, is you don't have like one big room. You don't have one big room. Maybe a normal mansion build would have lots of big rooms, whereas this just has loads and loads and loads of teeny rooms. And so that made it kind of weird, like theming all these different rooms with different concepts in every single one. That was kind of annoying. But yeah, so this is the office. You've got a little seating area, a couple of desks, and some books and things. I put doormats coming in. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. I put doormats coming in from any part where you're going from the outdoor courtyard. I just thought that was a nice touch. And so then we're adding in a bunch of windows and things. I used the Moschino window. I just thought it kind of, it looked nice, especially with the doors that I had chosen. I think having everything that was windows and doors just plain black made it, sorry, my nose is driving me crazy. It made it nice and neutral. This chair is so squeaky. Going well. It made it nice and neutral and didn't take away too much from the colour schemes of each of the rooms. I decorated my bedroom wall a little bit, by the way, if you have noticed, since, I don't know, my videos are uploaded in a weird order. I don't know why. I need to start changing that, but I upload my videos not in the order I record them. It was something I was trying, it didn't work. I'm now going to be recording and then posting them in order. I'm already scheduled like a month ahead, so by the time you're watching this that'll be irrelevant. Anyway, we're on to the like parents' bedroom, red theme, pretty cute, and then onto their dressing room. So they come in through the double doors into the dressing room, and then it splits off into bedroom and bathroom, like ensuite. And so they've got this nice big dressing room, open, you know, with all their clothes hanging up, all their red clothes. I just thought that was really nice, very mansion-y, very like decadent rich person sort of vibes. And so yeah, I can't comprehend how this took me so long to build. I think it was maybe nearer to 6 hours actually, but still, that's still far too long. And then I was trying to roof it. I tried overlapping those glass roofs to make it come to a nice point, but it was really glitching out. It only works really with like non-clear roof textures because then you can't, you know, see through it, but it was glitching out with the like see-through parts of the glass and it was annoying. Anyway, onto the spa, which consists of 4 different rooms. So they've got a sauna room, which is orange, a massage room, which is blue, a like nail painting room, I guess. This is kind of the main entrance into their spa, which is red, and then they've got a yoga room with a little yoga instructor and stuff. So that's kind of cute, very luxurious. So there are two entrances. You can enter through the sauna room or through the red like main entrance room. I just hit myself on the chin. I'm doing a lot of gesturing today. But yeah, so I would never usually put a spa into a build, but I was trying to think like anything like a insanely decadent mansion would have, and I was like, oh, of course they have to have a spa. Definitely like this theme really goes with that, like, you know, the Monopoly man. They've got a monopoly of money, like that makes sense to me. And so you can see here the orange spa, it's an orange sauna room that I separated off with a little half wall and decorated with some candles, a little fish tank. I did kind of take the colour scheme of orange a little bit liberally, and orange toned woods were allowed in that room, otherwise it would have just been empty. Like I had nothing I could put in that room, so I did put some wood stuff, which is technically I guess brown, into that room, but otherwise yeah, it just wouldn't have worked. And it's my build, so my rules. And then onto the little yoga room, which I got these yoga mats into that room, which almost perfectly match the colour of the floor. Okay, we're not onto the yoga room. I guess I already did that. Well, we'll come back to it in the tour. But it basically makes the room look empty. What we're actually onto is the bathroom, the ensuite from the parents' bedroom. I don't know why I thought we were on a different room. It's the same colour and they're all the same shape and size, so I mean, fair enough. But this bathroom, I didn't like the layout of doing these bathrooms because they're just annoying shape, too big, windows at either end. It was just kind of like an annoying space to work with. But a blue bathroom, very appropriate for a bathroom. Like blue is a nice colour scheme for a bathroom, I guess. A little cat in the background. I can just watching her on the little viewfinder, so cute. Anyway, so that was the ensuite one, and then I also put in like a just toilet and sink like guest bath for people who just, you know, are coming over for the day, so that they don't have to go through like an ensuite or like a little private bathroom. So this just has like a toilet and a couple of sinks, and then just some mirrors and things. I stuck a chair and a plant in there because it seemed so empty, because it's just too big of a room, but I didn't want to be dividing those rooms up into different rooms because that kind of took away from the whole board game vibe. And then here you can see, sorry my nose, you can see I'm building the entrance. It's the only way in and out of the whole thing, of the whole house. And so this is blue, and you can kind of see I was trying to bring in that mid-century theme with like the rug and the chairs that I chose. A lot of like the Get Famous pack was used in this, just because that has that really mid-century theme. Didn't necessarily work because the colour scheme is just kind of gets in the way. Then here we've got a teenager bedroom. So we've got the cloud bed, which I love, I want. I've just got this big sleigh bed, which is still really, really cute, but it's not like fun and colourful in the same sort of way. It's still very fun. I'm not ungrateful. But yeah, this is the teen room, and I think it's my favourite room in this whole build. It turned out so cute. The yellow colour scheme is so fun and adorable. I then realised I hadn't put any windows in, so we have to come back to that. But they've got like a little living room space, their whole bed, and like a little, you know, desk and everything. They've got the really cute room. And then the younger sibling, maybe like a little brother, has the blue themed room, and there's a lot of the cats and dog stuff because that has a really nice blue swatch on. So they've got the like cat themed bed, and they've got, you know, all matching stuff to do with that, and toys and things. Because the floor is the same colour as the walls, it kind of is a bit much to look at and looks a bit crazy, but it, you know, it turned out really, really cute. And I think the blue colour scheme is nice for a little boy's bedroom, so that did turn out quite cute. I really want to get a new chair because when I'm recording videos this chair squeaks, and honestly it just sounds like farts. But this chair's actually pretty comfy, so I don't know. But yeah, then you can see the room is finished, and then the entry room. So again, you've got like, you come in through this main room and it splits off into those two bedrooms. So I decided to make like a shared space that the two kids kind of decorate and use as their like shared space. And so I made it kind of like a living room slash playroom sort of thing. However, the house already has multiple living rooms and I later built a playroom, so this room is kind of not useless, but like this house just has too many of each room, but that's kind of the vibe, I guess. Anyway, so now you've got the 3 bedrooms all built. I was like, what can we do with this big corner room? So I sized down some basketball court items and I just thought, yeah, we'll go with that. Make like a gym. So there's one room that's a gym with gym equipment and one room off of that that's the basketball court. Because it's a corner room, you have to access those through another room. So that was something I had to think about while building. And then we're on to the music room. I did allow myself to put in blue guitars instead of everything green because there are no green guitars, and I didn't want to just have a piano and a child's violin because that wasn't enough for a music room. And you know, I was kind of a bit liberal with the colour scheme in that room. I put in the DJ mixing station as well. Then here we're adding the children's bathroom. So this isn't ensuite, it's not ensuite from the bedroom or anything, bedrooms, but it's like, that's the kids' bathroom. So yellow colour scheme. I'm not sure I love the like off-angle bath. I wanted to use like a clawfoot bathtub, but it just didn't look right. So I went with this. I don't know about it, but it fills out the space nicely, so it's all right. And then we're back over here next to the spa for a laundry room. I didn't put laundry baskets in each of the bedrooms because I didn't want, if you play in this house, which would be who's going to play in this house, but I haven't even put, oh, I need to put it on the gallery. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. But yeah, if you played in this house, I didn't want it to actually like make you do laundry, so I don't know if you don't put baskets in, if it doesn't make that happen, or if they just drop the clothes everywhere. I don't know, because I never play with it because it's so glitched. But yeah, that's the little laundry room. Kind of cute, like more like a utility room, I guess, but that's that. And we're on to the swimming pool room. Yes, they have an outdoor pool. They have to have an indoor pool as well. I mean, they're rich. So they've got like the diving pool, you know, because it has a diving board, or whatever that would be called. You would definitely just hit your head straight on the ceiling. I thought something was off about that, but now I've just processed that that's what's off about it. Oh well. And then you're into the party room separate to the bar room, which is over by the dining room. So there's so many rooms in this house, it's kind of ridiculous. The party room, I was just placing a bunch of items, trying to figure out what's going to go where. So it ends up being the pink room is table tennis room, the middle green room is, the middle blue, oh my gosh. The middle bluey green room is just kind of like foosball and darts and like a hangout space. And then the orange room is like gaming, maybe like poker, or what do they call it? Don't Make the Llama. There we go. So I only built this like 12 hours ago. I should remember what I built. Anyway, so I think the orange room turned out the cutest with those big art pieces on the wall. So I think that really looks quite nice. But yeah, it's just kind of like fun. There's not a bar, but there is a keg in this. But it's more maybe like where the kids could have like a party in there as well. And you know, it's kind of fun. Then onto the movie room. I'm pretty sure part of the build I lost the footage or something cut out. So when we go through the tour, there might be a room that you haven't actually seen me build. So sorry about that, because I'm sure there's something's missing. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's too many rooms. My brain has lost track. Anyway, my nose is driving me crazy. There's like fluff everywhere. Anyway, so I was looking up like what rooms to mansions have because I had lost track of like, I'd lost any kind of idea of what rooms they had. So I decided to do a formal dining room with a wine cellar sort of thing. My nose is driving me crazy. With a wine cellar off of it. So even though they already have a giant dining table, this is the formal dining room. And there's a wine cellar and then like a little like entry hall into this space that splits off into those two rooms. The formal dining room's kind of boring, but I guess that's kind of in the name, like formal. Formal means boring, right? So yeah, so there's that. You can see the wine cellar on the right with the like nectar things in there, and just a sort of like sitting space that's just as you come in and splits off into those two rooms in bright pink, of course. So I didn't really know what to do with that room. It's just more like a lobby space. So yeah, but there's a lot of that in this build, and I'm not great at building lobby spaces, especially because in British houses we don't really have that, especially like working class British houses. Every bit of space, because they're so small, you know, it's just crammed with functionality. There's not like just a big open lobby space. Anyway, I don't know. This is the painting room. I know what we've missed. We've missed the craft room build. That's what's been missed. But there's a craft room and a painting room separate. So this is the painting room, some easels, a little reference thingy, and then I put like a studio, so maybe they make YouTube videos or something. So they've got these two rooms together right near the office as well. So they've got a YouTube studio, and I built like a little backdrop for them that would be in the background, and then off of that you have a photo studio, so maybe they do some like media work from home stuff. Maybe that's how they got rich. Although there's so many different crafts and jobs within this house, they have a monopoly on those jobs. I don't know, I'm not even sure what that word means. But there you can see the YouTube studio, and then you can see the like photography room. I put like a whole bunch of lights and equipment and things in this room just to make it seem like busy and full of all this equipment, like expensive equipment. And then, oh, also I built a greenhouse room, which we missed as well, so you will see that in the tour. But then we can see here a playroom, because I was running out of ideas. And I know the kids already kind of have a playroom, but this is like just toys everywhere. Like a little growth chart thing on the wall. It's super cute. We are nearly done. Yeah, we are nearly done. And so over here, running out of ideas, storage room, a spare room, you know? It's like maybe they just chuck storage in there because they don't have an attic, or maybe like if they have another kid, they could make it into a bedroom, you know? Like it's just a spare room because maybe they run out of ideas as well of what to build in this house. They, as in like these theoretical people who don't actually exist. I think this is the final room, and I was really scrolling for ideas of activities to put in here, so I made a chess room. Maybe they're into chess. Maybe they ran out of ideas as well for what to put in their house. So there's like a big long seat for people to watch the chess. I don't know, I've never watched chess. And that is it. That is the build. But it's not, because I haven't done the exterior. So let's get into the exterior, which is super plain and simple because it's literally directly based on the Monopoly board. So you've got the chance and the community chest stack like placements, and I just made those orange and blue little outdoor seating areas. Then I add one more thing and then we will be done. I also forgot to place a letterbox, so as always that randomly appears. I sorted that out before like the tour bit of the build, but yeah, that randomly appears at one point. So here is the little final bit on the build. I put some dice on the floor, which I think is just super cute and makes it really clear and obvious what this build is. And so, oh look, there's the yoga studio, you can see it now. We are about ready, I think, for the tour. Onto the tour. Also off camera, I built the Monopoly Man. I made in CAS the Monopoly Man as best as I could. Here is the house. So from above you can see it, oh, there we go. From above you can see it with the glass roof on. I'm pretty happy with this build, it turned out really good. And then you can see it with the glass roof off, so you can see more the like vibrant colours and things. It looks almost exactly like a Monopoly board. I think it turned out really good. So this is the entry into the house, and all of these rooms have the glass roofs above them. So that's the entry room. I had to speed up this footage because it's just such a big house that it took so long to film the tour of this build. But there we go. So then you've got the kids playroom, the little cloud lights on top, super cute. But yeah, sorry if the footage is a bit juddery. Like I say, I sped it all up so you don't have to sit here for like 17 minutes, I think it was, of the tour and watch all of that. So then you've got a chess room, because I was running out of ideas, and a storage room. Pretty much all of the rooms have the glass door entrances except for the bathrooms, which have not glass doors, obviously. And so there is the like guest bathroom, just a toilet and a couple of sinks, but it's such a big space that I kind of tried to divide it up a little bit with that half wall and things. Itchy nose. And then we've got just a library kind of thing that goes through into both the main living room. So you've got the living room with the TV, very mid-century vibes. I think this is actually a really cute room, especially with the glass ceiling, like adorable. And then you've got the other living room, which has the arrow for like being the go tile. So that one's kind of cute, more of like a cozy snug room. It was also snowing in the game while I filmed the tour, so you'll see that kind of a little bit. Anyway, this is the bar room. And then this is the kitchen. I think the kitchen is one of the best rooms. It kind of just looks normal to a certain extent. It doesn't look super crazy. Even with the bright coloured wallpaper, it doesn't look completely ridiculous. So, however, this room does. This room does look ridiculous. This room looks awful, yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah. And then on to the next room, we have got the office. So I love that desk from that pastel pop kit, I think it's called. That one is super cute. So that's the little office. You can see the giant dice on the floor of the courtyard. And then in here you've got the little YouTube studio with their like background sort of based on Little Simsie's background in her videos. And the photo studio. And then back out into the courtyard and into the art studio. So there is all blue themed, lots of blue things. It's kind of, you know, it's a very cute space. And then the formal dining room area. So you've got the entryway into this space. Everything's pink. And then you go through into the formal dining room, which has like blinds to shut off the archway, but still kind of open. So I thought that was fun. So that's the formal dining room. And then you go through into the nectar room or wine cellar, which I didn't really know what to do with. So it's a fairly empty space. And then we go on into the next room. Obviously, that's what a tour is. And that is the cinema room. Very typical, you know, when you watch like an architectural digest video, it's always just like, oh, there's the cinema room. So I mean, they're just kind of, they always look pretty much the same. So that was a decent recreation of that sort of room, I think. Then the party rooms, plural. So you've got, you know, your foosball, your darts, table tennis. There's some music and posters and things. More childish sort of posters in that table tennis room, so maybe it's more like where the kids hang out. But then in this room where you can do like poker and things, it's a bit more elegant and grown up. So I thought maybe a little bit of storytelling there. Although there's not loads, because I didn't have like certain people in mind when building this, because there were already so many restrictions on like the colours and the style I was trying to bring in that it would have probably made it harder to build. Then you've got the laundry room, which honestly turned out quite cute. I think that is actually a really cute room. And the spa. It's not really my vibe. Like, I would never really want a spa in my house. But it's cute. It's cute. I mean, I don't really know what spa's meant to look like as well. But it turned out pretty cute. I don't know why those robes are placed inside the curtain. I must have misclicked on that. Other than that, yeah, this is like a nice cute space. And then you can see here the way this yoga studio looks almost completely empty, because it's just like mats on the floor that are the same colour as the floor. So that's kind of, from above it does look empty. Then we're on to the parents' bedroom. So you've got their walk-in giant wardrobe. It's not even a walk-in wardrobe, it's just like a dressing room, I guess. Then their bedroom, they've got a little telly at the end of the bed. They've got their nice view out into the courtyard, as all the rooms do. And then they've got their bright blue bathroom, giant corner tub, vanity, you know, as much as I could get like to fill out that room. Then the children's room as well, which is next to the parents' room. So you've got their kind of like living space that they share. I think that's quite a fun concept, honestly. I quite like that. And then you've got the teenage daughter's bedroom, which like I say, I think is my favourite room in the house, just because I want this room. It's adorable, it's so cute. And then you've got like the little boy's bedroom. The matching wall and floor is way too overpowering with the blue in the room and everything. Like, it looks a bit much. It looks like a void of blue. And then back out of their little shared living space, we have got their shared bathroom. Bright yellow, everything's bright yellow. it's not the best room, it's not the worst room, you know. It's just these rooms are too big to be bathrooms. I don't know what to do with the room when it's that big. So yeah, and then you've got the like gym, you know, basketball and that. I couldn't put a treadmill in because there just isn't a green one, and I was trying to really stick as much as I could to the colour schemes. And then you've got the music room separate to the media room, which is a whole different, you know, the UGB photography bit. This is the craft room, which you didn't get to see built because I lost the footage, but that's a nice cute room. Doesn't really go with the style of the rest of the house. And then here we've got a greenhouse because you've got the glass roof, why not have a greenhouse? And then I think, yep, that's it. We're way back to the start now. And so we're just going to see the outside of the build, and that'll be it. So this is the pool. That's kind of the Monopoly logo. I put a couple little red floaties in as well. Made them red so they don't distract from, like, you know, the red central pool. And then you've got these couple of outdoor seating areas that are the chance and community chest spaces. Something I considered doing was theming each room about each like place that is on the board. There are so many different versions of the board. There are different ones in the different countries, like the UK and the US have completely different places on their boards, so that wouldn't have really made sense to do for this build, so I didn't do that. And then here's just kind of like a really jerky, shaky bird's eye view of the whole thing. I also didn't know you could zoom out this far in The Sims 4, so that's quite cool. It was in tab mode if you're going to try and do that. Zoom out as far as you can, then tab mode and zoom out even further. That was kind of cool. But that is the whole build. I really hope you enjoyed this. It took way too long for what this build is, but it was a lot of fun. It was kind of just like a silly, funny build. If you're interested, I did also build the house from the Cluedo board in another video. That video did quite well, so I must mean it's good. So if you want to watch that, that's on my channel. It's just the Cluedo build house. That made sense. And if you have any other like suggestions for like game boards that you want to see me try and recreate or build in The Sims, I think it's a really fun idea and I would like to try and do more, so please suggest some more. I'm thinking maybe like Twister with like the round rooms we've got now. That could be that. I'm doing that next. Already decided I'm going to do a Twister themed house. Thank you so much for watching. At the point of recording this, 7th of February, I just want to say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Like I say, I only wanted to get to 200 by the end of the month and I'm on 500. I'm like, wow. So thank you all so much. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're not already. My next goal is 1,000 subscribers.